Hi you guys, this is Misty with Cancerian Chronicles. Welcome back. We are jumping into a reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node. Really, if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, these messages may resonate, or you could just be watching for a Cancer. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's jump in. These are just going to be general, quick energy readings. So let's dive in. Okay, so Cancer, the general energy, starting off with our dice. There is a major win that is headed your way. So whatever it is that you're working on, it is definitely about to pay off for you, and very quickly is the energy that we have. So let's see if we can get some additional information with the cards that were already selected for you. So messages for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? So you guys know what you've been focusing on, if it's work, business, relationships. So just kind of apply this wherever it goes for you. Okay. Let's clarify. What is this win? What do we need to know about this win that is headed Cancer's way? Sorry, you guys, I'm at a weird angle. What is this win? Woo, geez. We have one that flew to the floor. We're not going to keep it, but it says grateful, count your blessings, having abundance, and use your gifts. So it could be that there's something that you're doing where you're using your gifts, or maybe you need to incorporate your gifts more specifically, like your intuition, with whatever this is that you are working on. But let's just keep going. We're not keeping that card. Jeez. Cancer, I feel like you had a lot of things that you've been working on, and it's like, or maybe you've been trying something like a lot of different ways, and it's like, unbeknownst to you or surprisingly, something is about to stick. What fell to the floor this time, we have insight. And we just talked about you using your intuition. We have soulful, which there's a significant event is what I'm guided to, and we have triumph. Victory is yours. I feel like you're about to overcome obstacles. I'm guided to that as well. I feel like, you know, if you've been in some type of slump, or maybe you haven't been receiving any type of progress, or, you know, mum's the word, it looks like, you know, you're not being successful. It's gonna just like, you know, I'm hearing wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. But it's like, bam, something is just going to stick with either something that you're going to do different, or maybe there's something that you're going to revisit. I mean, I don't know. This is interesting. Cancer. And we still have not accepted a single card yet. So what is this? I'm hearing none of your business. Cancer, it may not be my business, whatever this is. Let's try one more time. So for some of you guys, like, it could be that you need to keep something to yourself. Or maybe that's just kind of like the secret or the key to whatever this is. Like, you've been keeping something to yourself, not sharing everything that you have going on with people. But we have future. It's your destiny, what you have sown, and achieve success. I feel like you're about to achieve some level of success with, you know, something that you've sown, a seed that you've planted. And something is about to grow. It's about that time, right? What does Cancer need to know? Wow. I'm still hearing, yeah, none of your business. We have abundant, more than enough, comfortable, and financial gains. For some of you guys, like, you are definitely about to be living, I'm hearing lavish, but I was about to say comfortably. Some of you guys are about to be living quite comfortably with whatever this is that's coming in. You also will be very much so loved and supported. Like, you're going to have a strong community. that is going to support you with whatever this is. Whether this is like, if you're working on a relationship, then we're talking about family members or in-laws, or like if it leads to marriage and all of that. Like, these are people that they really have your back, they really love and support you, not one of those like where they're jealous of you and they're doing things against you, or you don't like them, they don't like you. It's none of that. Like, they're going to support you, they're going to support the union, they're going to love you just as much as, or if not more than the person that is their actual flesh and blood, is really what I'm getting from that. If you have like a new business or a business in general, and maybe things weren't working previously, but it's like something is about to give, and you're going to have a whole community that is going to have your back, that's going to support you. And I feel the energy of like something that is just like going to take off. We have order here. It says peace amid chaos, clear clutter, and all under control. Like, I feel like maybe you just don't see this, but everything is absolutely under control at this time. Everything is just going to like work out. I don't know why I'm hearing the song Puff the Magic Dragon, so I don't know what that is about, you guys. But we have ascend, move up a level, steady climb, and conquer fears. I feel like this is definitely about someone that is like, maybe this is like a slow and steady increase that you are experiencing, but maybe you feel like the gains were so small, that you just kind of keep pushing forward, and it's like all of a sudden you look up and you realize that like all of those slow and steady gains have been quite a bit, like you've actually earned quite a bit of money, or like you've actually gotten quite far with whatever this is that you're working on. At the top we have venture, in process, go on a journey, and make a move. I feel like something is definitely like in process of like growing or developing, or you reaching some type of success with whatever this is. Interesting. What else? What does Cancer need to know? Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, and that came in reverse, which is bad luck. So I don't know if you felt like you have been having like a steady stream of bad luck. What is this bad luck? What is this bad luck? We have the Five of Pentacles, which is lack mindset. You were not having bad luck at all. You were just kind of looking at something in a totally different mindset, like maybe with a lack mindset. So you were only looking at the negative. You were not seeing like the positive that was coming through, that yes, you are being supported, and yes, you are obtaining your goals or reaching your goals. It has something to do with like maybe there was something that you've just been really anxious about. Or like maybe you thought that this was your destiny, like you were destined to always have some type of bad luck, but even still, with this Knight of Swords, you kept charging ahead, you kept moving forward. Maybe, even when you felt like things were going nowhere fast, like you felt like you were at a stalemate, you kept moving towards, with this Two of Cups, we have mutual attraction. You were moving towards something that you felt like, it really was, your destiny, even if you weren't really necessarily getting those results. So maybe you had just like a momentary lapse, or lots of momentary lapses where you were kind of like in that lack type mindset. We have mental anguish with this Three of Swords under the Abundant. So I don't know, like it just feels like maybe you've just had a really, really rough patch. So I don't know if someone was like on the brink of like giving up. We have the Fool here with new beginnings. Like maybe you were on the brink of giving up and starting, like focusing on something else, or moving on, on a new path or something to that effect. What's at the top? Yeah, we have Page of Cups, surprise offer. It's almost like you're at the brink of like just when someone was about to give up, just when someone was about to quit, just when someone was about to walk away, here comes some type of surprise offer, or, you know, something that kind of completely changes the course or the direction that you're headed in with whatever this is. Yeah. I'm hearing something about a stroke of genius. So I don't know if someone is watching you or watching something that you're doing, and they look at you as, you know, like, you know, a genius. Yeah, we have 5 of Cups, disappointment. Like, you have been going through, I feel like someone has been put through the ringer. Absolutely. At the bottom, we have the Page of Cups. There's that, you know, now it's at the bottom with this surprise offer. And at the top, we have 2 of Cups, mutual attraction. Let me see. What is this mental anguish? Let's clarify the 3 of Swords. What is this 3 of Swords? Why is that? Oh, geez. This fell to the floor. We have 4 of Pentacles, which, you know, I selected possessiveness for this one. Something that you were holding on to. Like, it feels like maybe you were holding on to something a little bit too tight. Let's clarify. What is this? Love withheld. Ace of Cups. I almost feel like someone was not. Look at this. We have at the bottom the Queen of Swords, which is about boundaries. And at the top, we have the 7 of Pentacles, evaluation. For some of you guys, it's almost like you're about to experience like some type of mindset shift, right? Especially, remember, we have that lack mindset. And like, maybe you feel like you've been looking at something or going about something all wrong, right? Like, you've been holding on to something, like you've had this vice grip on something, and it's almost like when you decide, you know what, I'm good, like I have more than enough, I'm comfortable, I'm great where I am, like if I get this, you know, awesome, I'm gonna love it, I'm gonna be grateful for it, but if I don't, I'm still good, I'm still comfortable, I'm still me, I'm still happy. Especially thinking back to how that grateful is one of the cards that fell to the floor, like when we first started. Like, maybe someone was not necessarily, you know, especially with that lack mindset, like not seeing what it is that you already had to be grateful for. And something about that, like there's going to be a shift. And as soon as you experience this shift, that is when everything is going to just like pour in for you. That's interesting. Let me look at this 5 of Cups. Let's clarify. What is this 5 of Cups? Ooh, okay. Yeah, overthinking. We have the 8 of Swords here, and it's overthinking. I feel like someone has been focused on something way too much, and perhaps it has something to do with like focusing way too much on what it is that you don't have, as opposed to appreciating and being grateful for what it is that you do have. Okay. Yeah, at the bottom, we have the Hierophant, which is conformity. And at the top, we have Judgment, which is reckoning. I feel like, you know, someone is just going to get to, I'm hearing F it, right? So someone's going to get to the point to where, like, I don't know. Like, what you have going on, like, you're just going to come to the realization that it doesn't have to look like what someone else has going on. Or, like, maybe you don't even necessarily want it to. Let's keep going. Ooh, okay. We have the 2 of Wands, which says stepping outside of comfort zone. I don't know if, you know, someone has been trying to keep something, I'm hearing under wraps. So that could, you know, speak to like at this moment in time, you know, someone is keeping something more of like a secret, not telling everyone about what you have going on. But, stepping outside of comfort zone. At the bottom, there's that Judgment with the reckoning. I mean, I feel like someone, yeah, justice, which in this instance, it is about cause and effect. So someone is about to do something that is completely different than how they've been. Like, you're going to do something that is completely different from how you've been doing it, or, you know, the complete opposite of how someone is telling you to do something, how someone is telling you to go about something. Like, whatever it is definitely causes you to feel some type of way, like you're uncomfortable with it, but you're gonna do it anyway. Like, you know, maybe you're going to follow your intuition and you're gonna go ahead and do whatever this is, because something has been nudging you to do something. What is this? Stepping outside. What is Cancer gonna do to step outside of their comfort zone? Ace of Swords. Do we keep that? I mean, this is, yeah, it says Ace of Swords, but it's in reverse. There's something to do with unclear thinking. Like, I feel like, you know, you're going to go from like overthinking, where you're thinking too much before you act. You're not going to be quite sure about something, or, you know, something I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, with that Hierophant energy, like, oh, you're just gonna go against the norm with something. Determination, Seven of Swords, mental manipulation. Some of you guys are gonna do something to, maybe you've recognized, you realize that like you have a whole lot going on in your head that's causing you like this mental anguish and this lack mindset. I don't know if someone has been working on like affirmations or visualizations, or, you know, scripting or something like that. Like, someone is trying to reprogram their brain, and I'm all for it. Like, someone is clearing out the clutter that is in their brain. That is something that's like telling you that you're not good enough, or that you're not going to reach your goal. And it's like, once you overcome whatever this is, like, you're going to experience like a lot of success with what it is that you're actually working on. What else? We have King of Pentacles, provider, focused effort. We have Eight of Pentacles at the bottom, which is focused effort. And at the top is Queen of Cups, which is emotional mastery. For some of you got, no, hold on. Is this about, I don't know if you've been like waiting for someone to give you something, to assist you, to provide something for you. And it's like, you're just going to realize that you already have everything. You already have everything. Everything has already been provided to you, to be honest, like, to be more clear. So everything's already, whatever you need for this, like, you have everything that you need. You've already been provided for. But it has something to do with, like, maybe you, what is this King of Pentacles? Maybe you just have not, yeah. We have, to clarify that, we have the Nine of Swords, anxiety. Like, you've been worried about like some type of resources, but you have everything. Look at this. At the bottom is the World, wholeness. And at the top is strength, inner strength. You have everything, I'm telling you. And it's like, once that I'm hearing, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? It's almost like, you know, maybe you've had guides, or, you know, your intuition is telling you this the whole time. But maybe you've been listening to people that are saying, oh, well, you know, before you start a relationship, before you start a family, before you start a business, before you start, you know, this schooling or this new job, like, you need to do A, B, C, and X, Y, and Z. But you don't need to do those things. Maybe that's what works for them, or that's what works for them in the past. But you have everything it is that you need. And as long as you kind of recognize that, realize that, get that through your skull, you are about to have some major wins. So if that's what you're working on, journaling, or, you know, something that has to do with your mindset, yeah, that's definitely going to work in your favor. Yeah. We have Queen of Wands, creative. For some of you guys, like, you're about to do something in a different way. You're working to create something. You're doing something. And this is going to lead to a lot of, you know, stability for you with this Four of Wands. And here's this Two of Cups again with this mutual attraction. For some of you guys, you might end up partnering with someone. Obviously, if it's a relationship, you're going to partner with someone. But, you know, maybe with business or something like that, you may partner with someone as well. It could be just like, you know, finding someone that has like this similar you know, wants, needs, desires, or whatever as you do, and you guys are going to kind of cheer one another on with whatever this is, right? No competing against one another. This is just flat out supporting one another. And for some of you guys, like, this support that you receive is also going to accelerate the growth of, you know, your, you know, like, it's going to help you to reach your goal. Anything else for these? What is this? Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're about to, we have the Knight of Wands. You're about to take a risk on something. Yeah, you're definitely going to do something in a different way. For some of you, like, even if this is like how you dress, sharing your opinions that are different, like, you're going to take a risk because, like, the way that you think is unique. But whatever it is that you're doing, like, you're not going to just go all in. It's like you're going to, you know, I'm here, show a little leg and take it right back, right? You're going to do whatever this is in, you know, with some degree of moderation. Here is that Seven of Pentacles again, which is about evaluation. I don't know if you're going to have to, like, reevaluate the way, again, well, yes, the way that you've been thinking about something, the way that you have been going about, you know, whatever this is. Let me see. Get a final one of these. Okay. So, yeah, we have the Five of Swords, which says dishonor. We have the Nine of Cups, which says wishes coming true. And then, sorry, you guys, I'm making a mess over here. But then we have the King of Cups, mature love. I feel like, you know, something that you were doing previously, something that you were holding on to previously, it dishonored, like, what you really wanted. For yourself, what you really wanted out of life, or, you know, like, was, I'm hearing chicken soup for the soul, what was good for your soul, what was good for you. It's kind of like, you know, you're going to reevaluate. You're going to come to the conclusion that something is just not in your best interest, and you're going to let something go, some type of thought form. Like, maybe it helped you in the past, maybe it served you in the past. Like, even for some of you guys, like, hypervigilance, right? Like, it serves its purpose, especially when you're going through, like, a lot of traumatic events, or, you know, whatnot. So something served you in the past, but now all it's doing is it's keeping you stuck, it's keeping you stagnant, it's keeping you from reaching a certain type of goal, from, you know, your wishes coming true. And you are about to recognize whatever that is. You're about to clear it out, and you're about to regain control of your life, is essentially what, look at that. At the bottom is a Two of Swords, that stalemate. We've seen that one before. And at the top, we have Two of Pentacles, adaptability. Like, you are going to reevaluate something, and you're going to see, okay, this is keeping me stuck. Let me try this, right? Let me try something different. And it's like, that's where you're going to actually see a whole lot of, you know, growth, or, you know, reaching whatever your goal is. Okay, let's see what else. This Cancer need to know. Jeez. What fell to the floor is villain. You can always rewrite the story. I don't know. Could be for one of you, some of you, or none of you. I feel like someone else was trying to rewrite your story. It could be, you know, like I'm hearing his history. So it could be like a masculine was trying to rewrite your story. And I feel like, you know, sorry, but some of you guys are about to crush this person. You are absolutely about to crush this person, or they've crushed themselves with whatever it is that they've been doing. But either way, we have nostalgia, focus on the here and now. So you're no longer going to be entertaining the past. You have sword here, which is about making the change. So you're about to make some type of change in the way that you're thinking and the way that you're doing things. We have dragons, slay them all. Whatever these, you know, remember we had all of this like lack and anxiety and mental anguish, like all of the fear-based mindset, or, you know, whatever this is that you've been dealing with. You're about to slay all of that. You're about to put all of that to rest, put it all to bed. You're about to face your demons. You're about to face your dragons. And then we have this feather, think first before you judge. I feel like this is about someone has been so hard on themselves. So this is about, like, before you judge yourself, right? You need to think a little bit more before you start judging yourself, before you start judging your progress or your lack of progress, or your life, or, you know, not reaching, you know, whatever this is. Because at the bottom we have evil queen, you deserve sugar and not salt. And yeah, at the top we have mirror, treat your body like the palace that it is. Okay. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all of that good stuff. If you'd like a personal reading, just check out the description box. Yeah, I love you. Bye.